inward so that you leave the outside seats empty only, so that way they can guide people. It is Wharton, it's a little smaller, so if you have extra seats in the middle of your row, please move in so that they can guide people to the corners. Thank you. So it's almost time for elections, so I told my essay team to start thinking about what it is that they do around this place anyways. You know, as for me, being essay president, I'm always busy making binding documents or signing something. I mean, I try to stay humble and busy, but my biggest concern is how students see me on campus. Some people feel threatened by my aggressive walking, but I want you all to know I'm just like you, just a little bit better. Yoo-hoo!
Yes, Matthew?
I need you to reverse alphabetize all of our files, please.
Okay.
My job here is very simple. I just do whatever Matthew tells me to do. Some days it's easier than the other days.
This job ain't easy, especially when Matt is president. Sometimes he does his work, sometimes he doesn't. Most times I'm doing it. But it's not really about who's doing the work as long as it's getting done and it's what the students want. I think in my time as vice, I've done my best to make sure that we do a good job. And I think I speak for the whole team in saying that we've done all right.
My job is easier said than done. Planning events is so hard, but the hardest part is talking to people out loud. Like, I don't even know what to say. I'm really awkward. Small talk is not my strong suit at all.
Hey Mel, can I have a pen? Mel?
So I guess my job would be easier if we had a bigger budget, and because we never have money. That's why Mimosa is canceled this year. So I'm sorry, guys.
Oh, Caleb? I guess he works another job on campus. It's some title too long for me to remember. I've got more important things to do with my time. Boom.
Wait, if he's not here, then who's running the Instagram?
I mean, I guess running a magazine and taking 17 credit hours and being the lead in the play and maintaining a good social presence online would be kind of difficult, but I'm just that talented. Yeah, it's fine. I'm fine.
I love this job. I love the team. And all you have to know if you're running for ministry VP is you just have to be God's vessel, and he will do all the work through you. So my prayer for the next ministry VP is that you're filled with the Holy Spirit and you're excited about ministry on this campus, because I know you'll do an amazing job. Good luck.
Overall, though, I think being on essay has been one of the best experiences that I've had in college. I've ran into people that I never would have talked to on campus, either because I was too shy or I just didn't make the time. But now those same people that were just strangers before, they're my family, and I'd do anything for them. These are good people. If you join essay, you're going to find a family for life, so take a chance.
Don't listen to Luis. Mimosa is still happening. Don't worry. We will be selling tickets online, and if you want a chance to win free tickets, we're running a competition for the top 2 best mimposals. One set will be for a girl asking someone, the other set will be for a guy asking someone. Record your mimposals and post them on Instagram or Twitter with the hashtag Mimposal2019 and tag essay for a chance to win.
You know me, I'm...
I couldn't help it. I needed that on video. I'm trying to record this, okay? Ready? And go. Okay, go. Melissa, go. No! She said, okay, go. And Melissa, go. Are you sneezing?
Where did I have a broken nose. My surgery is Friday.
Okay.
It's a fun assembly, huh? All right, we're going to go ahead, and this assembly is going to be our essay election assembly. The way that this is going to work is we are going to invite all of our potential candidates for the 2020 school year to come on up. Let's give them a round of applause. All right, each individual person will have 3 minutes to give their spill or their speech on why they should be elected this year to be serving next year as Student Association. We have a timer right here on the stage so that we make sure that everyone is abiding by the 3 minutes. We will be going pretty much down the line for the speeches. After the speeches have concluded, we will have the candidates stay up here on the stage, and we will open up some time for you guys in the audience to ask any questions or make any comments that you have for the individual candidates to answer. So please be respectful as each person goes to make their presentation. Try to stay as quiet as possible for their speeches, and then cheer at the end. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Good afternoon, Southwestern. My name is Raul, for those that don't know me. And let me let you know that I have tasted victory before, but winning sometimes is a process. You hear me now? There you go. Growing up in Cuba, I always dreamed about coming to America. I thought that my dream one day would come true. But those of you that know, Cuba is not an easy country to get out. It's really hard to live. But one day my dad comes home and he's like, Raul, we're going to America. We're going to the United States. And I was happy because I thought that finally my dream was going to come true. So I came to America, and when I get here, I realized that my dream was not the way I thought it was going to be. We didn't have a house. We didn't have a home. We didn't even have a car. We didn't even have a bed to sleep on. I was sleeping on the floor. But my family got together, and it was like, you know, Raul, we're going to keep fighting because one day we're going to win. So like we were right there, and we had a family meeting. So we were meeting everyone, and then we decided that everyone in the house was going to get a job. Everyone in the house was going to work. We all got a job, friends. And let me let you know that 6 months later, we were all close to our goal. We were close to the American dream that we had in our mind. But I still was missing something in my heart. I still wanted to do more. I wanted to come to an Adventist university. I wanted to come to an Adventist university. But that was impossible for me because first, I did not have the money for it. So I keep praying to God, and I told God, let me come to an Adventist university. We finally got here, but people say I wasn't going to make it because I didn't know English at all. I couldn't speak the language. I wasn't used to the culture. I didn't know the culture. People say I wasn't going to make it. But we keep fighting. Me and my sister, my little sister, we kept fighting to the point, friends, that I'm glad and proud to tell you today that I'm a double major, business and theology major, and I'll be graduating next year by the grace of God. Here, I met an amazing woman. Her name is Miss Monica. She made sure that I learned how to speak English. She made sure that I learned the culture. I learned how to move in America, and I finally did. Today, friends, I'm running for president. I want to be the president position because in a family, there is no discrimination. If we're a family, there is no discrimination. This is not a Latino university, and let me just let you know before I become the president. This is not a Latino university. This is not a black university. This is not even a white university, and this is not even an Asian university. This is Southwestern Adventist University when everyone is equal. So if we're going to be a family, we all got to win together. We all got to win together as a family. Please.
My name is Yuhu. So I want to be your next vice president. So I want to work closely with you guys and hear your voice. And my goal for this year is to get things done and make impossible as possible. Here are some reasons why you should vote for me. Number one, I'm Asian. That means I'm smart. Number two, this year I'm working as secretary for Matthew Hansen, our current president. And from him, he taught me to have so much patience. And so this patience prepared me to have greater patience to work with you and your project and your problems. Thanks. And then besides him, I also learned from Sierra, our current vice president, that how to run for essay meeting or Senate meetings. And I promise you, run a meeting properly is not easy. Yeah. Number three, the last one, but not it's the most important one, is that I genuinely love this school. And whenever there's a student that left the school because they find there's nothing to do on campus, I feel like, what do you mean? Like, do you not check your phone like for the million messages that Dinte sent it to you? And do you not check your emails? Do you not just see the posters everywhere on campus? How about Instagram? Well, apparently people don't. So I learned from Christopher Finley that we go to you guys individually and to send the message directly to you. So who here went to the testimony, taco, and boba? Hey. I know that. I think it was the most successful voluntarily worship event that ever happened this past semester. So I think that besides the credit that goes to the work of Holy Spirit, that goes to Christopher Finley, that goes to Table, that pass out the flyers, make sure everybody knows that this is happening. And I want that to happen for next school year. Therefore, I wanted to be the vice president that's smart, patient, prepared, and last but not least, be able to reach out to you, take the initiative, just reach out to you. Thank you.
Hey, I'm gonna make this quick so there's plenty of extra time. My name is Jacob Kendrick. If you don't know me, I'm running for financial VP. I'm gonna keep cereal in my office if I win. And that's pretty much it.
Hello? Wow. Today, I don't know how many of you remember last year when I ran. Well, today there won't be a surprise like that. Today I'm going to talk from my heart. I think a real talk is better than just preparing something. For those of you who don't know me, I am Eliangel Fermin. I'm Venezuelan. I want to share with you something that maybe you can get to know me more, because I know that some of you don't know me at all. Some of you know me. Some of you already are my friends. I am not that type of person that is going to approach you and say, hey, vote for me, or yeah, or something. I'm not that kind of person, but I love to have friends. I love to encourage people spiritually. I love to have connections with people. So some of you already that are my friends, you can witness about that. And I want to share with you something really quick. 4 years ago, even though I am Venezuelan, I was studying in Argentina communication. And 1 week after my graduation, I was sitting on my bench in the church of the university, and I was shaking and crying. My family in Venezuela was struggling a lot with financial issues because of the situation that some of you already know was Venezuela going on. My country was in a struggle too. I didn't have a job. I was just graduated, and I didn't have any laboral experience. So I was kind of in that situation, but the reason why I was crying is not because of that. I was crying because in that specific moment, God was calling me to study theology. And don't get me wrong, it's not something bad, it's something amazing. Theology, I love the career. In that moment, I felt like I was like Jonah, running away from my calling. And in that moment, I decided to surrender everything to God. Since that very moment, I decided to keep fighting, going for what I wanted. I didn't know about Southwestern. It was so far away from Argentina. But God came through. He led me until this very moment. And I decided to make a connection with God. And the connection or the commitment that I had with God was, please, God, help me to keep myself faithful to you until the very last moment of my life, or until you come back, if you come back before. So one of the reasons why I want to run for Ministries VP is to serve God better, to serve God with all the possibilities that I have, and at the same time, encourage you if I can, and that you can feel confident and come to me and talk if you want to talk. I'm totally friendly, and I know that this year, if you elect me, it will be an amazing year. I have really good ideas that later you can ask me. So at the end, I want to close with, this is not about me. It's not about Eliangel. It's about Jesus and all the things that he has done for me, and I know that he can do for you. Thank you very much.
That's why you need to vote for me.
Thank you. Okay. Bear with me, guys. Yeah, it says the signal is weak. Okay, so okay, for those who don't know, my name is Singh, and I'm running for status. So before I go into why I'm running, can I ask if any one of you guys know what status is? Exactly, yeah. It's a magazine, right? And it's all over the place. It's in every building. Everyone can have access to it, right? So what I realized is that Status is not just a college magazine. It's a campus-wide accessible, so it's a campus-wide ministry, right? And so, considering that it's a campus-wide ministry accessible to all, oh man, hold on. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So, thank you. Yeah, so it's a campus-wide ministry, and so for me, that's the way I want to serve God, and also to talk about skills, design softwares, all of those stuff. I haven't had the opportunity to do to try them out because they're paid and I'm broke. Yeah, so yeah, but there's a few free softwares that I can work on. And I was attempting to show you, but there's a newsletter type thing that I worked on, and there's also another website that I'm working on, and I'd like to show you, but the reason I'm telling you this is that I also heard like, hey, Status is thinking about going digital, you know? And also I was thinking, hey, if it goes digital, then everyone can have access to all the status from all the previous years and stuff like that, and you can also access it on your phone and things, you know? And so status, it doesn't have to be just newsflash. In there can be practical stuff that you can use on your day-to-day life. And there can be encouragements and things like that. And so when you feel down, when you don't know what to do, then you can go to status, and then hopefully by the grace of God, there'll be something there waiting for you. So, yeah, so if you think that this is God's plan, vote for me. Thank you.
Hi, guys. Hi, guys. My name is Ryan, and I'll be running for yearbook editor for 2019-2020. You guys might know me from working in the CAF or writing the occasional piece of poetry, and I also play soccer. So, but one of the things you guys might not know about me is that I have a passion for design and art. And one of the things that I'd like to bring to SWOW next year is that appreciation for design and art in the yearbook. I draw all the time, I write all the time, but I've never had the opportunity to make something meaningful that encapsulates like the whole school year, like the yearbook does. So looking forward to the yearbook. Give me a second. Thank you. Yeah, okay. I was going to say, one of the things I appreciate most about Southwestern is how diverse of a campus this is. We have people from all over the world, many different backgrounds, many different states, and what I love about it so much is that this diversity doesn't separate us. It makes us stronger. It reminds me of those mosaics you see on like glass windows and things, little pieces that come together to create a big picture that we all can see. And that's how I see SWOW. We're all different, and we come together, and year after year, we manage to make something beautiful. People come, people go, but every year. And so my job as status editor, or yearbook editor, I'm sorry, is to capture that moment, capture the picture of all of us combined. And I think it's really important that everyone on this campus, from the shyest and most shyest and not outgoing person to the most popular and charismatic person on this campus, has a chance to get represented, because each and every one of us has a key part to the mosaic that we're trying to paint for this next school year. I'm open to suggestions. If you see me, let me know if you have any interesting ideas for the yearbook, and I look forward to working with each and every one of you as we work towards making something beautiful for next year. Thank you.
There are 2 positions this year that we did not have applications for. If you are interested in being our public relations officer for this upcoming school year, or our social vice president as well, please come and find Sierra Tolbert anytime this week. We will talk with you and see if you are eligible to run for those positions. We'd love to have you be a part of the Student Association this upcoming 2019-2020 school year. At this time, we're going to go ahead and open up any questions to the audience, you can direct it at any of the different candidates. Sierra Tolbert has a mic to bring to you. Just say your name and then who you're speaking to and your question. So is there anyone with any questions?
Okay, I have a question. This is directed towards. Is it? It is. I have a question. This question is directed to you. So earlier in the campaign trail, you were running for president. Why the switch?
So, first of all, I'm not eligible for running for president because I'm just going to be a sophomore. You're supposed to be a junior to run. Second of all, as I said in my speech, that I want to work with students. So I wanted to be more, because VP is more like working with the students, and then like the Senate, and then your project, what you want to change in school, and that comes to me, and then I work on that. For presidents, more like you work on higher level. Yeah.
My name is Aaron. This message for Raul. What have you learned from Matthew, and how can you improve on that?
Well, I believe that Matthew is a great person, and he's a great leader as well. We got the opportunity to go to AIA together. On my sophomore year, I was the financial vice president, so I already got experience when it comes to working with money. So like I know how money SA has and how much money we can work with. So like I know Matthew because I met him on our way to AIA, and we got to talk. And I even told him I was going to run for president on my junior year. So we talked about it, and he was like, "Yeah, go for it, man." So like I believe that he's a great leader, and I look forward to get some advice from him.
Okay, so my question is for Sing. So you want to make the status online. How do you plan on like telling everyone like about all the information that's on it if some of us don't read the emails that are already sent out?
Okay, you want the truth? Here's the truth. I don't know. But I have till the start of next year, school year, to figure that out. Thank you.
Yeah, Jacob. So I got a question. Real excited for your cereal and all. But I'm wondering if maybe this year we can actually know what our essay fees do. So
Absolutely.
How could we maybe find that out?
I looked in the requirements for financial VP, and I believe there's supposed to be a report to the General Assembly, and I haven't seen that. And I really think that's something that needs to happen.
Okay, hello. Oh, wow, okay. Can you hold this? Okay, thanks. My question is kind of for all of you, I guess. I know there's no social VP right now, but are there any ideas for like events that we can look forward to, like some fun stuff or just, I don't know. That's it.
I mean, the student association says that you should run, so I believe that you should run too. So, what I say, like, as a team, I believe that we need to hear what the student body wants to do, and then we can do what you guys want. You know what I mean? So, like, I can't be here telling you what I'm going to do, whatever. So probably the things I want to do are not the same things you want us to do. So, like, first of all, if, like, we get elected, the first thing we're going to do is just get together and hear the voice, your voice, what you guys want to do, and then we work from that.
My question is to everybody in the panel. What is your goal to bringing a better, bigger, and more efficient spirit to this campus?
As Raul said at the beginning, the idea with this department is not just giving you what you want, not only that, but also giving you what you need. And in that sense, I think that the spirit of campus, the spiritual life of campus, goes through more than events, a personal connection with God. So from my department, what I will look forward is to encourage you to walk daily with God, to pray, we're going to make some activities in order to give you an option. We're going to make some activities in order to give you the opportunity to pray. Not only to pray, but answer questions that you may have about Adventism. I know that not all of you are Adventists here. And about Christianity in general, and also moral things that we are all struggling sometimes. So basically, from this department, I don't know the rest, but from this department, what we are trying to do is just get you involved in activities that can help you grow spiritually in your relationship with God.
From status, I would say for me personally, I like to try new things that may be helpful or beneficial to me. But the thing is, to do that, I have to read hundreds and hundreds of articles to find out what is good. And so what I wanted to do is to gather all this stuff and then put them little by little, bits by bits in there, so that you don't have to go through a plethora of documents to find out what you can try. And so it's one step at a time, one small thing in a day.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. There we go. Hey, this is kind of for all of you guys, but kind of more towards the president. I really enjoyed the Office parody videos this past year. What did you guys think of it? Do you guys enjoy the Office parody videos? Are you guys going to continue those for the next year with our new cast?
I believe that this year we had an amazing team. And I don't know if you guys agree with that, but we have an amazing team, and they did a really good job. I believe that we're going to do the same thing, and there is always room for improvement. So, we're not going to stay the same. We'll probably do something more or something else. I'm not saying that we're going to be perfect, but there is always room for improvement. So we're going to keep improving. And I believe that the next team is going to improve more, and that's the same way it works with our daily life. If we want to get to heaven one day, we got to keep improving every day. So that's the same thing we're going to do with the SA team, the new SA team.
Hey, so my name is Dino. So this, I guess, is less of a question, but I just want to point out to everyone a little known fact that the president of SA actually has a voice with the NAD. And so pretty much I feel like no one knows that whoever is the president actually has a voice through vote in the North American division of Seventh-day Adventists. And so Matthew had that this past year, if Raul is elected, he will have that voice to represent us as an important community to the World Church, to the NAD. And so in future elections, when there's more than one person running for president, that's an important thing to keep in mind, that whoever wins has a voice to represent this school to the North American division.
So my question is directed at Raul, and as was just previously said, the president has a lot of different responsibilities, and some of those are larger than others. But what is the most important responsibility that you think of as a representative, really, as us, as Southwestern? What do you think is the most important thing that you do for us?
Well, more than anything, one of the things that I want to do is create leaders. I believe that there is a leader inside of every one of us, so like we have to create leaders. And what I'm trying to say, when I was the financial vice president, I went to AIA on my freshman year. I ran on my freshman year, and I was elected to be the financial VP of my sophomore year. And we went to AIA, and my second year, when going to AIA, I was elected to run to be the financial vice president of AIA. If you guys don't know what AIA is when all the universities get together. Southern, Oakwood, PUC, Loma Linda, La Sierra, all the universities get together, and they elected me to run to be the financial VP of AIA. So like what that means is that it's about what God can do through you. You know what I mean? So like it's not about what I can do. It's about what God can do through us. I believe, as I say in my speech, that we're a family. As a family, we work together. I'm not working by myself. I'm working with every one of you guys. And like, if we win as a family, well, we can even have the same results my family had. A guy that came here with nothing, no clothes, not even a bed, nothing. I was sleeping on the floor. And here I am in a Southwestern Adventist University running for president. Isn't that crazy? A guy that came from Cuba and had nothing. Probably not every one of you guys are gonna understand it, because like I'm a guy from another country. I'm from an island. But like when you look at the things that God does for you, I'm like, man, if you use anybody, if you can't even use a rock, I'm pretty sure you can use me as well. That's why I'm running. I'm not running because I'm better than nobody. I'm not running because I'm not greater than nobody. I'm running because I know that God can use me. So.
Hello again. A friend sent me this question because they're embarrassed to ask. It says, I want to know how they plan on advertising events to off-campus. Because as an off-campus student, I don't go to the CAF, so I don't see posters, and I usually find out the day of, and I usually can't go. So how do they plan on advertising, including off-campus students?
Before you guys answer, I would just like to point out that is a public relations question, and we don't have a PR person running, so they might not have the perfect answer right now, so just keep that in mind. But if any of you would like to run, you can see me after as well.
So being on Senate, I know there is a, what's it called, off-campus senator. Yeah, so I think it would be a great thing for off-campus senator to work on it for the next year.
Hi. Hi, my name is Jose. I was wondering, is there gonna be any possibility of knowing outside sources, like jobs around the school that don't actually have to be in the school and stuff like that for students to take part of and like get to know through you guys or something like that?
Well, one of the things that I was thinking about working on is being more open as a school, open to a community. So like the community at the same time can offer us like jobs for people that are looking for jobs or things that they can offer us. So like being more open to a community is one of the goals that I have. But we gotta go, like I say, like we gotta get, we gotta have a team and work together. But being more open, and I even thought about us, inviting others to school to SWAU just to check everything around and just to get more people. And one of the things that I know that people want to do here is get into a relationship. Come on now. You all know what you'll be looking for. You'll be looking for that person for a while, and you haven't found nobody here on campus. And people come to me. People come to me. Hey, Raul, man, there's nobody on campus. Oh, there are people on campus. The things that we got to do more things so like we can get to know more each other. And at the same time, like Jose said, just being more open to the community so like we can expand a little bit more.
So my question's actually for Dean Tay, who's like around the corner. So I just want to know what your expectations for SA is so that we as a student body will know what you expect from them so that we know to expect from them.
Okay. Could I answer that? Could I answer that off-campus question first? Somebody that asked a question about what are you going to do for off-campus people? Well, we do quite a bit in terms of putting stuff out there, informational pieces like on the television screens, on webmail, on text alerts for everybody. But it's alarming to me when off-campus people ask, "What are you going to do for me?" And then when we put it out there, and when there's a thing that says, "Come and get something for free," or free meal, or for that, all of a sudden everybody on off-campus they read their emails and their text messages. So I would like to say. I would just like to say this. So if you're, thank you. If you're off campus, I think it's kind of on you as well to know that you are part of this campus. And so when we send something out, it's for you as well. So don't. It's kind of tough for me to when I hear somebody say, "Oh man, I didn't know about this," and it's like it's been blasted and advertised. Like throughout all our areas of advertisement, but then when there is something like the other day when we have an event, it's like all of a sudden it's like, wow, I just sponsored 50 off-campus meals because 50 people finally read their emails. I don't know, maybe that, but anyway, I just want you guys to know that we're trying our hardest to be able to accommodate all our people, but I want you guys to know that just because you don't live in the residence halls, you are more than welcome to join anything, and don't feel like, hey, you guys are there and we're here. We're all together. All right, back to that question. I think for me, the biggest thing is that I want to be the biggest and best cheerleader for our student leaders. So when I see these people up here and the people that we had last year, or this year, when we had those people, and I say, wow, that's such a wonderful leadership team. And my goal is to empower our leaders to be able to lead with the capabilities and the talents that they have been blessed with. And I think we've been blessed with good student leaders this year. And so I'm excited about that. But you know what I want this campus, what I want this campus to do? I want these people here to take us from being casual, just bystanders, just people that are just like, oh man, it's cool, it's not cool, it's great, should I try it or not? I want people to go from being casual bystanders, people that just watch from the outside. I want us to go from casual. Then I want us to go from casual to become curious about what we have here, what we can offer here, what we can do together as a group. And so I want us to go from casual to curious, and then I want us to go to be committed. That's what I want. So what do I expect? What do I expect from these guys? I want those guys to take us from being casual people who just say, oh man, that's not good, that's not cool, it's not cool, blah, 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 blah. You know, I'm just gonna complain. I'm complaining. I want us to go from there, from sitting on the couch. I want these guys to take us from there and say, wow, what's going on over there at SWAU? That's what I want. I want to go casual, curious. And then I want us to say, you know what? We are going to commit ourselves. We're going to commit ourselves to not just the Lord Jesus Christ, but we're going to commit ourselves to each other so that our campus will be dynamic because all of us are involved, not just these guys, but all of us. So that's what I want. So I'm going to support these guys. I'm going to support these guys because I think that each one of these guys is going to take us to that step. The guys that we had this year, they've taken us to that step. I know some of you guys are saying, oh man, I want to see the budget. I want to see this. I want to see, But you know what? Let's quit complaining. Let's get this young lady that said, what are we going to do for social activities? Why aren't you up here? No. Why aren't you up here? It's not what have you done for me lately. It's what have we done together as a collective and cooperative group so that we can really bring this up. That's what I think. So anyway.
Hello? Okay. We're going to have 3 more questions. I have one here, one on the stage, and then I'll take one more after that.
So my question is about international students. There are a number of international students on campus, and what I noticed when including myself, and what I noticed when I got here is we don't have much of a voice on campus. So I want to ask the whole panel, especially Raul, you mentioned that you came from a different country, and you who is an international student too. What do you guys plan on doing to give a voice to the international students on campus? And follow-up question, do we have an international student senator?
I don't think it's SA's problem or anybody's problem that international students are not involved. If I'm involved as a freshman, then every international student should be involved. There you go. So I think you just have to take your step. Like, don't be afraid. I mean, I was in your place, so I understand being an international student, like your English is not as well, not as good, and you sometimes can't express yourself easily, but that's okay, like, because people here are willing to help you, and especially most of the people are Christians, and it makes things even easier. So I'm just saying, like, just step out, and then don't be ashamed or embarrassed. That's it, like, that's it. You want to say something? Definitely. I mean, aren't you international? Wait. Whoops.
I don't think this campus needs an international senator, because look at all of us here. I think what this campus needs is a Caucasian senator.
All right, I have a question myself for Raul. Raul, you're coming in to be president, and it's your job to lead all of the leaders and then to lead the students as well. One of the challenges that you may face is your job making sure that the students are heard by administration. How do you plan to make sure that their voice is not just listened to, but acted upon?
Well, one of the things that I want to work with is with the vice president because she's going to work with Senate. So that, what Senate does, we have one student from every dorm, and then they get together and they tell us what the students are talking about. You know, I'm worried about what you guys want to do. I'm worried about listening to your voice and not only listening to, but working as well. But now there's a difference between listening and doing what you guys want and haters. There are always going to be haters, and they're always going to be talking about us, no matter what we do, no matter how hard we work. There are always going to be people talking about. I'm worried about the people that want to see a change, people that want to see, people that want to see our school better, not people that are going to talk trash about us, no matter what we do. So, if you answering your question, Matthew, I believe that I'm not going to say I'm capable. But God, like I said before, God can use me. And I'm willing to risk everything I have just to be your best, just to be a good president. Like I told you, it's not that I have a lot of free time. I'm double major. I'm business and theology. But I'm willing to sacrifice everything I have just to make our school a better campus.
All right, I think this is a good cap question. How can we, as a student association, assist y'all?
That's a good question. Yeah, I mean, that's one thing, and the other thing, come to the things we're going to do. Just come through. Yesterday, I'm not the president, I'm running for it. But yesterday I did free boba for everyone on campus. I don't know how many people went there. Free boba. I did free boba for everyone on campus. Just come through. Just enjoy the moment. We want just come through, and right there we'll talk about the things we want to do, the things we want to do as a school. But everything we do as a student association, just come through and just join us and just come with a smile on your face, willing to help, willing to work, willing to be a better student and a better school. So everything we do, just come through, and we got you. We got your back.
There's a saying that I like that says that your enemies stab you in the back, but your friends stab you in the front. So if you guys have any grievances, anything that you want to see change or anything, don't talk behind us. Don't talk behind our backs. Come to us. Tell us. If it's something bad, just still stab us in the front, right? Yeah, that's the only way we can know. Hey, there's a problem. So how can we fix this? So yeah.
I know with the yearbook team, as we're working towards representing everybody on this campus, we're going to need help with people who are creative, people who can draw, people who can take pictures, people who can write, people who have just ideas of things that might be good in a yearbook. So, yeah.
All right, that is our final question. Sierra wanted to make sure that you also know that her Senate meetings are open to the student body as well. They meet Tuesdays at 5 p.m. in the cafeteria in the back room. So if you're interested, look there as well. Also, Jacob mentioned the financial VP's responsibility to bring an account to the student body. We have not made an account on a General Assembly, but a couple weeks back we did have a town hall meeting, and we had 5 people show up. So if you want to know what's happening also, try and make sure you show up when we have town hall meetings as well. This is going to conclude our portion of elections. You will be looking through your webmail to see how to vote next. Also, if you want to buy mimosa tickets, they are going to be different this year. This is the first year we decided to go all digital with our tickets. So you can go and start to purchase your tickets at the student services starting tomorrow. You can go tomorrow. They will give you the code to get your digital ticket. $23. You can look online. They are going to be $23. All right, let's bow our heads for a word of prayer before we leave. Heavenly Father, thank you for another day of life. Thank you for the chance to be here today. I pray that you will bless us as we continue our classes and keep us safe as we go on spring break. In your name we pray. Amen. You are dismissed. Have a good day.